Hello from Seoul? You really think ramen is the thing only restaurants can make? Really? But what if I say you can make the proper bowl of ramen in 15 minutes? Don't worry about it. I'm not talking about that kind of instant ramen today. I'm talking about real Japanese miso ramen. Alright, are you guys ready? Let's get started. First of all, let's start with chashu, soy sauce braised pork belly. Now some of you might say, what? Chashu within 15 minutes? Are you sure about that? Don't worry about it. If you follow my lead, you can make it happen. For this, you will need pork belly. That's it. But if you could add some garlic and ginger, that's gonna be more awesome. And here, make sure to get this kind of thinly sliced pork so it can cook faster. If you didn't take my advice and it took more than 30 minutes only for chashu, I'm not responsible. For the sauce, put 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, half a tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of mirin, half a tablespoon of sugar, half a tablespoon of corn syrup, a quarter teaspoon of dark soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, half a teaspoon of grated ginger, 2 tablespoons of water, and give it a good mix. Pretty simple, right? But if you want to get that restaurant taste, then bring this bad boy over here and add a generous pinch of MSG. Now get your pan on a medium heat and add half a tablespoon of cooking oil. Once it gets nice and hot, add 180 grams of thinly sliced pork belly. This way, we can dramatically reduce the cooking time compared to the traditional recipe. Remember, our greatest enemy in this episode is a time-consuming process and a lot of dishes to wash. Once it's cooked through, pour the sauce we made and just cook it for 3 minutes. That's it. And if you want that smoky flavor, then take out your blowtorch or Sizzler. Well, it's not necessary, but it will make you look super cool. This time, let's make soft boiled eggs, one of the most important toppings for Japanese ramen. Fill a pot with 6 cups of water and bring it to a gentle boil. Now place your 5 eggs and boil without a lid for 7 minutes. When time's up, take them out and immediately drop them into ice water. That's it. It's way easier than you think, right? For information, if you really want to get things done within 15 minutes, you gotta cook the eggs and chashu simultaneously. Otherwise, it's gonna take forever. Maybe next year. Now some of you might want to say, Aaron, I want to get the beautiful brown color ramen eggs like the one from restaurants. Sorry about that, my friend. It's impossible to do that within 15 minutes. But don't worry about it. Have I ever let you down? With a little bit of a trick, we can make it happen. In a small mixing bowl, put 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce and a generous pinch of sugar. And then add in your eggs and just mix them around. That's it. Of course, it's gonna taste different from the authentic one, but trust me, nobody would know just by looking at it. Alright, our main toppings are done. Let's make our ramen broth. For this, you will need miso, green onion, and ground pork. That's it. It's way simpler than you think, right? But the taste? Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fantastic. First, let's chop some green onion. I'm gonna use the white part for broth and the green part for garnish. So make sure to include both parts and set them aside. Next, in a large mixing bowl, combine 4 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder, and 1 teaspoon of hondashi. These 2 bad boys will make it possible to make ramen within 15 minutes. Yeah, that will make your life a lot easier. Now, into a wok, add 1.5 tablespoons of lard and heat it over medium heat. And then add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, half a teaspoon of grated ginger, 30 grams of chopped green onions, and give it a few stirs. Once you can smell the amazing aroma, add 150 grams of ground pork, a quarter teaspoon of white pepper, and stir fry for 3 minutes. And here, make sure to break it up so that they don't clump together. When the pork is cooked through, reduce it down to a low heat and add 1 tablespoon of mirin, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 4 tablespoons of miso, and 1 teaspoon of Chinese chili bean paste. Now, you're just gonna mix this in together for about 2 minutes. Here, you're not stir frying it with big fire. Just gently mix it. Please don't be a chef in Thai or Chinese restaurants. Once everything is well incorporated, add in the stock and put it on a gentle heat. The broth doesn't have to boil or simmer, just get it warm. That's the key. Now bring a spoon and give it a quick taste. And add a pinch of salt if it's necessary, but mine is perfect. Once that's done, cover the lid and keep it warm until ready to use. Next, let's stir fry some mung bean sprouts for the toppings. Put 1 tablespoon of lard in a pan and heat it over high heat. Once it gets nice and hot, add in some mung bean sprouts and quickly stir fry them for less than a minute. Here, of course you could just blanch it in hot water, but if you stir fry this with some lard like this, it's gonna be amazingly flavorful. Alright, last but not least, let's cook the noodles. Depending on the brands, the cooking time can be slightly different, so make sure to cook the noodles according to the package instructions. Once that's done, get yourself a bowl and add in your cooked noodles. And try to spread the noodles as wide as you can, so you can place your toppings for a beautiful presentation. Otherwise, you might have to watch helplessly as your toppings sink down to the bottom, and then gently add your broth. After that, top it up with some chashu, soft boiled eggs, mung bean sprouts, corns, green onions, and dried seaweed. That's it! Can you believe it took only 15 minutes to make? I don't think so. Alright, let's see how it tastes. Claire?
아주 논란거리가 되겠군. 자기처럼 손 빠른 사람이야 되겠지만 나처럼 손이 느린 사람은 1시간 걸린다고. 어쨌든 비주얼은 훌륭하군. I like the presentation. 토핑 진짜 많은 거 봐봐. 우와. Ready. 맛있네. 되게 감칠맛 있고, 부드럽고 너무 맛있는데? 미소에서 나오는 그 은은한 향이 있네. 맛있어. 본격적으로 시작해볼까? Ready? 와, 제대로네. 와, 너무 맛있어. 와, 그냥 면 자체는 되게 부드러운데 숙주가 되게 아삭아삭하잖아. 그래서 같이 먹는 순간 그 부드러움과 아삭함이 동시에 막 폭발한다, 입에서. 너무 맛있는데? I love how glistening it is. 근데 이거 안 잘라도 되는 거야? 내가 이렇게 베어 먹는 거야? 원래 이래? 양념 기가 막히네. 불량이 샥 나고 그다음 간장이 샥 스쳐 지나가는데 너무 맛있는데? 이건 그냥 토핑이라고 하기엔 너무 아까운 그런 애인데? 엄청 공이 많이 들어간 애 같아. 너무 맛있어. 심지어 이 강고기랑 옥수수가 입에서 막 터지는 것도 그것도 진짜 예술이야. 와, 이걸 또 놓칠 수 없지. I can't miss the egg, always. 그럴듯하게 잘 삶았군. You can't go wrong with this, right? 와, 너무 맛있어. 너무 부드럽다. 그냥 입에서 샥 녹는다. 예술이야. I like it a lot. But I have one complaint about this. 내가 지난번에도 말했단 말이야. 이게 뭐냐고 이게. 나무 젓가락이랑 라멘집 스푼이 있어야 될 거 아니야. 최대한 오센틱하게 하란 말이야. 쇼핑 리스트에다 적어. 솔직히 저번에 탄탄면 너무 맛있어가지고 그거 못 이길 줄 알았는데 거의 막상막하다. 너무 맛있는데? 이제 이것도 자주 해줘.
Today, I showed you how to make super simple but delicious miso ramen. So from now on, when you have a huge craving for Japanese ramen in the middle of the night, you don't have to summon your instant ramen. So please try it. And if you do, you may taste the best miso ramen that you ever had. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.